Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew here, back again with another watch list. So today we had a really good day for ES so far. As you can see, we set an all-time high, which is really nice, and we're going to want to see some continuation. We don't want to get rejected by this 3730 area. We want to see some follow through, and we don't have much volume here, which is a little bit concerning, which could possibly be a false breakout, but it all depends on how we go through the rest of the day. And if we take a look at the QQQs this morning, they had a pretty big impulse candle down here after the gap up at resistance, but they quickly recovered throughout the day, and it looks like we're going to be testing new highs for the Qs, so that's really good. It does look like we have a possible rising wedge forming, which actually is a bearish pattern once it breaks down from the bottom trend line, but as long as we hold this bottom trend line, I'm going to be still bullish on the Qs. So the first ticker we're going to be looking at today is Square. Square's done really well this year thanks to Cash App, Bitcoin investments, and just the overall increase in mobile payments. They're also one of the largest holdings in the ARK ETFs, which is owned by Cathie. So that's also gotten a lot of hype around the stock recently, which is why the stock has been performing so well. But it looks really good on the technical setup. And as I pull up the 30-minute chart here, you can see how valid this bottom trend line is. As you can see, there's 4 touches here, and they all have really nice impulse candles off them. And as you can see, we're having that on our 4th touch as well. So we're definitely getting in a really good entry spot here. We had an early sell-off this morning on a lot of tickers, but they've all seemed to recover nicely throughout the day. So I think this is a really good entry here for Square. And then you can use these targets as 237.17 and 243.38 as your price targets and next resistances. But I think we're going to continue this move up on Square, and I think your ideal entry is going to be near this bottom trend line. If you've made it this far into the video and haven't subscribed, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button if you enjoy and want to see more daily watch lists, charting videos, tutorials, and stock news. It's free, it helps my channel out a lot, and you can always unsubscribe later. Now the next setup I have my eye on right now is Visa. Visa we covered in the last watch list, which had a bull flag, and it looks like it's going to be breaking out this morning, but I am not getting into it yet. As you can see here, there was a false breakout before, so I'm going to be more patient with this one, and personally I'm going to wait until we can get near and above this 212 area and hold. And then once we do that, then I'd like to enter, and you can use 214.92 as your first target with the big resistance here. And then we could also do 217.64, which is going to be your all-time high. But ideally, with these flag breakouts, we're going to see a breakout the size of the flag. So I'm expecting us to have a large breakout here into the low to mid 200s. MU from last watch list is something I'm going to be keeping my eye on as well. We held this support level here and we broke out. We rejected our first resistance near 72. And now we're kind of just consolidating near the 71 level. So as long as these two levels hold, it's going to just range, and then we want to play the break in either side. So if it breaks 69.63, we're going to stop out because this is a bullish pattern, so I'm going to be playing the bullish side. And if we break 71.99 and hold, then I'm going to be looking for the targets near 74. And then this is also looking like a bull flag forming here, so if we break out of 74, I think we're going to have a huge breakout. We could possibly get into the 80s. And the next ticker on my watch list is going to be Delta Airlines. Airlines in the past few months have recovered extremely well. They've been rallying, but Delta has set up a very nice and tight bull flag here, and it looks like it's trying to break out here intraday. It's going to decide if it's going to break out within the next few trading sessions. We want to see if we can break this trend line and get a couple confirmation candles and hopefully some confirmation volume as well, or else we're going to return back to this channel and maybe retest this 39 area. But if not, we can go for our first price target here at 42.21 and then our second price target at 43.80. I think in the next few months we are going to see Delta make an all-time high, and airlines in general try to return back to their pre-COVID levels. The next stock I'm going to be looking at is Virgin Galactic, or SPCE. As you can see, it had a really nice impulse candle off this trend line and triple bottom here. This 24 level has been super good support recently, and I want to see us get decent volume on this bounce and hopefully have a bigger impulse candle here. but it looks pretty good right now for an entry if you want to keep a tight stop loss near 23.74. And then you can use these next resistances as price targets, which would be 26.51, 27.44, and then all the way up. And the last stock on my watch list is going to be Boeing. As you can see, Boeing has had a nice downtrend recently, but at this 210 level, it had some really good buying with some decent volume. And as you can see, the selling volume is getting exhausted a little bit. It's kind of tapering down. So my buy area is going to be 210 here, and then you can use these upside resistances as price targets. It looks really good here, especially with the impulse candle off 210 recently, and the buying volume, and then the decrease in selling volume. So yeah, just make sure there's a validation of this trend line being broken, or if it bounces off this 210.48 area again, and then you can use these as upside targets. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Definitely some weird activity going on with QQQ as the early morning sell-off, but then it recovered super nicely. We're about halfway into the day right now, so we're going to have to see where we finish off. But as long as we hold this bottom trend line here, I'm still bullish. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I'm going to keep throwing out videos as often as I can. Make sure they're good quality, and I will see you guys in the next one.